Great topic. You'll have to excuse me, I'm driving. So it's going to depend on two things. What's your draw length, and can you build your own arrows? So first off, if you're not building your own arrows, this is a skill that you need to learn. Spend a couple $100s and buy a fletching jig, buy a roller so you can test straightness and get into it. Like, especially right now in wintertime when a lot of you don't have a whole lot of things to do, like, start building arrows. That's a great skill to learn, and you will learn so much about your equipment just by learning how to build arrows. But so two things: your ability to build an arrow and your draw length. If you have a long draw length, you really have to buy those straighter arrows, and those straighter arrows are more expensive. You see, companies sort their arrows based on straightness. That's why select series arrows, or the ones that are 100,000th straight, are generally the highest dollar. Okay, those are the $200 to $300 a dozen raw shafts. But you can, if you're a short draw guy, buy lower quality arrows. Okay, just because of straightness, they're not any less quality in most cases, and roll them on a roller and determine which end has a wobble to it and cut that end off. Now, your label may move up and down the shaft a little bit, but straightness is a lot more important than looks. I've even flipped arrows totally around because I wanted the straightness in the front instead of the end. Okay, just to try it, and it worked fine. It looked kind of weird, but it worked. But see, the short draw guys can cut off a lot more arrow than the long draw guys. So the long draw guys really need to go ahead and purchase those higher dollar arrows. That's pretty much the nuts and bolts of it. Now, on the cheap side, can you, as a short draw guy, go buy arrows at Walmart and then come home, tear them down, roll them out straight, figure out where you can cut off an inch or two, and then rebuild them? Is that worth it? I don't think so. It's a lot of work to tear down and rebuild. Even though I do it all the time, I don't really recommend anybody that being beneficial to them. So, good question, bud.